Welcome to Pat Gray Unleashed.
Great to have you with us. December 14th already. So just 11 days till Christmas. Wow. Goes by fast. Yesterday, here in the DFW area, we were rocked with some storms. At least 5 tornadoes. Possibly 12 more around the area. One storm knocked the network off the air, of course. We were dark in this building, sitting in my office in the dark, just with the glow of my iPad.
Yeah.
So after Glenn's first hour of radio, our power was out for hours. I think he could broadcast, though, right? Didn't the generator come on for them? No?
No.
Oh, wow.
No.
I thought because I was in on the discussion. Do you want to try to do it, or do you want to just do a best of? They must have wound up with a best
They
of.
threw it to a best of.
Yeah.
I'm not sure when the power came back on. I mean, I came back in.
It took an hour or two.
No, several
well, I
hours.
came here, because I came in at 1 and it was back on. 1 p.m.
Yeah.
Central is back on, and it had been on for about an hour or so. So, I mean, it took a while.
Yeah, it did. Because when did it go off? Like 9?
9 on the nose.
9 to noon, I think it was. So, perfect. But here's what a tornado right near us looked like yesterday.
Look at that out there, man. That's
Scary.
oh yeah.
Look at that. Wow. You don't want to see that coming your way.
Oof.
Yeah, not good. Here's a close-up of a tornado. This happened in Grapevine, which is right next door to us.
Yeah.
Suburb we drive through every single day on the way into work.
Yeah, you'll recognize this. Look at that. I mean, that with
Oh,
that
man.
Christmas music playing. How eerie is that? I mean, that is. We go through there every single day.
Jeez.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, that's over near that
Thunderstorm
Baylor.
warning affected area.
Severe thunderstorm warning. Yeah, thanks for the tip. How about a tornado warning, lady?
They were out there, though. The warnings were all out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the siren's going off. You heard that in the first one.
Yeah.
Quite a bit of damage to a Sam's Club and
Yeah.
a car wash, tire store got torn up a little
Yeah.
bit. Here's what that looked like inside the tire store, just a few miles from the studio.
Look at that. I mean,
Holy crap.
they're gone. I mean,
Jeez.
the windows are shattered, the roof torn off. Yeah, I mean, I don't know about you guys. I've been in that tire store multiple times.
Man.
It was close, and I'm glad everybody's okay around here.
Yeah, we had 5 injuries reported around North Texas, but no deaths, thankfully. 2 people in Louisiana did die, however. Just really sad. Ugh. So, yeah, it was a volatile day, but that's, when you have the warm air, and it's been in the 70s, and then the cold front comes in and they smash into each other, it turns out really volatile.
I mean, who among us hasn't had a tornado hit their house?
Well, I haven't.
So-
And knock on wood. And Keith hasn't.
I had one
Knock on
land in
wood.
our yard once in Georgia.
Really?
Didn't do any damage to the house.
Tear up the lawn.
Took down like a tree, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and did. I mean, it destroyed a bird bath, guys.
Whoa.
It just destroyed a bird bath.
Oh, no.
Yeah. In fact, I drove by yesterday.
Hope there weren't any birds in it.
I drove by where this tornado touched down there from the tire store there.
Yeah.
My gosh, man. I mean, the Sam's Club is just.
Was it the Sam's Club Grapevine?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, man.
I mean, there's a tree down in the
That's
parking lot.
really close.
And then there's the
Wow.
there's like a railroad crossing, and it was all mangled and oh my goodness, it was
Wow.
it was something else yesterday.
So what was the category of this? Do we know? 1, 2, F,
I don't
EF?
know.
It's an EF scale now or something?
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. Because EF is so much different than F. You can't call it an F now because that's not the
How
scale.
dare you?
Don't ever call it F1. It's EF. Oh, okay.
Okay.
Right, why
All
did
right.
they change that?
I don't know.
I don't think they've they haven't even determined if all of the ones around the area are tornadoes yet, so they haven't said how intense they were yet. But
Yeah, I mean, they haven't
I'll be
even
interested to
acknowledged
find
the ones that we've all seen on video. Was that a tornado? Well, we don't know that yet.
We just, hello.
You got to have the experts go
We
out
just
and
saw it.
check it out.
It's weird.
No, actually, there was 3 in Grapevine. So 3 of the 5 that we're referencing here have been confirmed in Grapevine were
There you go.
tornadoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez. Chad Prather, I did the News and Why It Matters with him yesterday. He was staying in a hotel. I don't know why. Doesn't he
I
live? You do?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
He doesn't live here.
In Texas?
In Dallas.
Okay. All right. So he said he was watching TV and a weather special came on, because they do that every time when there's hurricane, tornado possibility here. Well, it's not going to be a hurricane, but by the time it gets to us. But the tornado watch thing is a really big deal, and so they go to live coverage and they stay with it until it's over. But so he's watching that, and they pinpoint his location.
Oh no, man.
Yeah. So, okay, that must have been a little bit chilling.
Well, I was on the road. We were the first warning was until 8:15 a.m. yesterday, and I waited till 8:15. Of course, that to leave. I had I was taking someone to a doctor's appointment, and so I was right smack dab in it, and I was sitting at a red light listening to the report, and I'm thinking, okay, well that means the storm is right over there, going that way. We're fine. And we were. It was just nothing but rain. Yeah. It was really. I mean, it was close.
It was, but the rain here.
Oh gosh, I've never seen anything like it.
It was frightening.
Yeah.
It was so intense. It looked like the hurricane we sat through in Houston in 2008. It was.
Yeah, it starts blowing
something
sideways.
Else. Definitely sideways.
That's all tornado rain.
Yeah, and then you go outside and there's nothing but debris everywhere.
Yeah.
So end times, maybe
It's just a tornado
or a severe storm.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Oh no.
No.
Is everything now going to be end times?
End times. Well, 47% of Christians believe we're in the end times.
I did see that.
I'm among them.
Okay.
And less than that, though. I think is it in the 20s that believe Jesus will appear in their lifetime? Will come back again in their lifetime? I'm one of those as well.
That's probably really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably, I would think that would be a steady percentage.
Yeah.
Throughout the years.
Probably.
Of people that believe that.
Yeah. Well, you start seeing, all the signs. Tornadoes.
Weather.
Yeah. It's not like we haven't had
Yeah, that's for sure.
all of this before. So, we won't get carried away with it. But, yes, I do believe we're in the end times, regardless of the tornado situation. Yesterday, Joe Biden tried to convince Americans that the economy's doing perfectly fine. Of
course.
It's doing well. Here he
Last
is.
several months, wages have gone up more than prices
Is that a
have
green
gone up.
screen?
Wages have gone up more than prices have gone up.
Wages have gone up more than prices have gone up. Is that true? That can't be
I
true.
don't feel,
I believe-
I feel like
okay.
that's no.
You're going to need to follow the rest of the story. Let's see
right.
that graph, Kayla. I mean, this shows you what's really happening out there.
Let's take a look at the chart.
Okay, so I mean, look at this. You mark his presidency. It literally starts the real wage ratio to the cost of goods.
The moment he took office,
Right.
your paycheck compared to how much things cost got drastically out of whack.
Look at that.
I mean, that's huge.
Just
You
goodbye.
can't even make the claims he's making.
And, yeah.
I mean, the pay increase, any increase you might have gotten has already been gobbled up by inflation.
And that's the point. I mean, you can say that, yes, boy, your wages are higher than they've ever been, but so are the cost of goods, and it's completely eroded, as you can tell by that chart.
Wow. And it's still 7.1%. 7.1, that's not like a huge, they should be taking victory laps now.
Right.
Come on. I mean, it is staggering what they try to get us to believe. The lies that they push on us every single day. So on his way out of the room, he was asked a question, and his answer may come back to haunt him.
You said when you expect prices to get back to normal?
When do you expect prices to get back to normal?
I hope by the end of next year, we're much closer. But
Wait.
I can't make that prediction. I'm convinced they're not going to go up.
Okay.
They're not going to go up.
he hopes
He can't help himself.
by the end of next year.
He's
That's just
convinced
another
they're not gonna
example
go
of
up.
that. Just walk out of the room.
Right.
Dear God, don't turn around. Just walk out of the room. And he can't help himself.
He's
No, he
convinced
can't.
they're not going to go up
Can't.
the cost of goods. So
Well, let's
there you go.
yeah, let's put a pin in that and come back to it.
Yeah.
We'll circle back.
But what did
to
she
that.
say? She said, when will... What was the question exactly? Can we just listen to that question again? Press play.
You say when you expect prices to get back to normal?
Okay, when do you expect price so to get back to normal, not to stop going up, just to go back to normal? Bro, they're not coming back.
No.
And he says, by the end of next year, I hope.
End of next year. What happened to transitory?
Yeah, that's what Yellen said, right? Yellen was talking about that inflation should be under control in the next year. Oh.
So
Okay.
still another year of ridiculous inflation. Oh, okay. Well, you're doing a great job. A great job.
Got to handle it.
But I think Yellen and the rest of them are saying, well, that's when inflation will stop. That moron just said, oh, no, prices are going to get back to normal.
Right. Okay.
Shut up, dude. Come on. They're not going back. You know it. Well, actually, he probably doesn't.
So also yesterday, I mean, a big day for Joe Biden. The Respect for Marriage Act was signed into law, but
Oh, thank goodness.
it wasn't a signing ceremony for gay couples or families. It was just a PR stage, a public relations thing for the administration to promote transgender activities.
So, well, I mean, if I were a gay couple or a gay activist even, I mean, the way they have co-opted that movement
Oh,
is
my gosh.
just awful.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is.
And they have turned it. They're trying to say they're the same thing.
There's really no more powerful group than transgender right now.
Yeah.
I think that's your most powerful special interest group.
I mean, in his speech, man, this is hideous. Look at this clip about talking about transgender kids. This is gross.
Excuse me, because they support LGBTQ children and families.
Children.
We have to speak out.
Yeah.
We must stop the hate and violence.
Hate
we
and
just
violence.
saw in Colorado Springs,
By
where a place of acceptance
By
and
a
celebration
non-binary
Right.
person,
was targeted
by the way.
with violence and terror.
okay, listen to this.
We need to challenge the hundreds of
Take a
callous,
drink of water,
cynical laws introduced in the states targeting transgender children,
Oh my gosh.
terrifying families, and criminalizing doctors who give children the care they need.
Yeah,
We have
pause
to
it for a
protect these children.
Think about what he is talking about here.
Yes.
Terrorizing children. Wait, by saying that they can't have sexualized books when they're 3 years old? Is that how they've been targeted? And the doctors who are
won't.
giving who are giving sex change operations to 7-year-olds. That's okay?
Right.
This
Sounds like
is
terror to me.
unbelievable.
If you think you're angry now, just wait till you get to the end of this clip, Patrick.
All right.
Oh.
Children, so they know they're loved, and we will stand up for them and say they can seek for themselves.
And say I can seek
Seek
for
for
themselves.
Racism, anti-Semitism, homophobia, transphobia, they're all connected. But the antidote to hate is love.
Love, yeah.
This law,
It's the
the
antidote.
love it defends.
Yeah.
Strike a blow against hate in all its forms.
My gosh.
And that's why
Uh-oh.
this law matters to every single American, no matter who you are or who you love.
Why is he so
This shouldn't
angry?
be about
don't
conservative
know.
or liberal, red or blue. No, this is about realizing the promise of the Declaration of Independence.
Ah,
Promise rooted
Listen.
in a sacred and secular beliefs.
Yeah.
A promise that we're all created equal.
Oh.
Yeah.
You like that?
So
Is that
shut
good?
up.
Let's listen to that last little bit again here. Let's listen. Listen carefully here.
This is about realizing the promise of the Declaration of Independence. A promise rooted in a sacred and secular beliefs. A promise that we're all created equal.
So did he say the wrong word to begin with? Or is he
I don't know,
really-
but I'm just saying if it's a secular belief, right, and we're all created equal, who is the creator here? Mm-hmm. You can't have it both ways, old man.
Well, that's what he was trying to do.
Absolutely.
That's why he used sacred and secular. So he can pander to both sides at the same time.
Gosh, he's terrible.
Crazy. It's crazy. And we're targeting children. Yeah.
Terror.
By protecting all these kids from the sexualized agenda of the perverts who are trying to groom them into pedophiles.
Yep. And if you if you
Can't take it.
tell a child who is maybe having some gender identity issues, if you say, yeah, like, maybe be patient on this. Let's not rush into this. Then you're obviously a terrorist. That's what I've heard.
Right.
That's what it sounded like.
Well, that's what he's saying.
That's what he's saying.
An ass.
It's the only reason it sounded like that, because it was like that.
I see.
It's the only reason.
Okay.
And the other part of it is protecting women from having to compete against men
Oh my goodness.
in
That
sports.
is an epidemic now. I just saw a
That's
story.
the other part of this.
Dozens of competitions just recently
Oh,
where
yeah?
dudes are winning. And
Well, yeah, every time a failed dude can't win against other dudes,
Yep.
what does he do? You know what? I think I'll go compete against chicks. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to compete against girls.
and the injuries, right? We had the hockey
Jeez.
clip.
Yeah.
We saw the volleyball spike into the face. I wonder
Right.
how that girl's doing. It's just what a mad world.
It really is.
It's like almost like the end times.
really is.
Really, if you think about it.
It is almost like that because,
A lot
again,
of people think
it is
we
like
are.
that. Yeah. It's only like that because we are in them. That's the only reason.
I see.
So, yeah.
So he had one more clip that I know you're going to want to see from that speech.
Oh, I do, and we'll do that in a second. First, let me tell you about iTarget Pro. They have got something new cooking. It's really fun, too. Now, we've been talking about iTarget Pro for years, but have you seen the competitive shooters practice timing drills
So you,
on
you
the
di-
range?
You didn't bring that video in, did you?
Ah!
Yeah, because I watched a review of it online yesterday.
Yeah.
And it looks awesome, and the guy highly recommended it and stuff.
Yeah. Really fun, right?
Yeah.
Is it the one where he has the 3 cubes set up?
He only did the
around him?
one.
You did
He
one?
only did the one, but
Okay.
man, the 3 cubes is very tempting too.
Yeah, it's the new iTarget Cube, and it's fully compatible with your existing laser bullets. So you could buy one, or you can upgrade to a 3-pack for a truly unique training experience. Compete with friends, practice clearing drills, or use random mode to test your ability to react, all while the system times every shot you take. Right now, save 10% on that, plus free shipping when you use the offer code PAD. When you go to itargetpro.com, comes in all kinds of calibers from 9mm to 223, so you can train with almost anything, including your AR-15. That's then targetpro.com, the letter I, targetpro.com, offer code PAD.
Mr. Cratchit!
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
So, the Joe Biden-isms that we've come to know and love, many of them came out yesterday, including perhaps our favorite line that he uses.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And here it is.
Standing behind me are dozens of plaintiffs. Up there, don't jump.
Is that
Dozens of plaintiffs.
And don't encourage him by clapping, y'all.
so weird? It's just so bizarre. Why? He never gets a laugh out of it. Who is telling him? You know what you should do is keep saying
Tell
that
him don't
that
jump.
jump line all
That's
the
a
time.
good one. That makes you
That's really good.
very
yeah.
relatable.
Yeah, everybody loves it. That's why they don't laugh, because they're just hoping you'll say it again, and they don't want to miss it.
No joke.
It's
Don't
honestly,
jump.
Don't jump.
If anybody is an inch off the ground,
Right.
it's
Yeah.
like his excuse to say don't jump. Even when they were on the platform together,
Right.
it was raised up, but they were on the same level. Don't jump.
So
Oh, my
bizarre.
I don't understand. He's got there's like a malfunction in his
Yeah.
brain chip or something.
Something's
Yeah,
going
that's-
on there.
Yeah, that's just a line that's all he knows.
Play that one more time, because he goes to it so quickly. He really wants to get it
Yeah.
out.
Standing behind me are dozens of plaintiffs. Up there, don't jump.
Up there, don't jump.
Dozens of plaintiffs.
My
I
goodness.
don't understand.
I know. It doesn't make any sense.
And he sucks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that makes sense.
In so many
Maybe
ways.
that's why.
Wow.
Oh.
Well, it's been a week since the Border Patrol agent Raul Gonzalez was killed in the line of duty as he was chasing illegal immigrants crossing the border in Texas. Biden still hasn't said a word about it.
He's too busy, telling people not to jump and.
Well, he signed the Respect for Marriage Act or whatever.
Remember, it's always the opposite of what the bill
Yes.
does. There it is again.
Has the White House even issued a memo?
I don't think
the
the White House has said anything either. I saw
That's freaking embarrassing.
because I saw a few days ago where a thing I read said the White House hasn't even acknowledged this. So this is Biden hasn't. I doubt the White House has either, but I'll check. I'll check their press releases.
Wow. I mean,
Incredible.
that sure is.
The only time border agents get any mention is when they're trying to disparage them.
Yes.
And keep them from doing their duty. Like the whipping incident, or
which they knew was wrong from the very beginning.
They did,
and it didn't matter.
Immediately they knew, and they kept doing it, and they still do it to this day. The Ramos and Campion situation, where they shot a drug dealer in the buttocks because they thought he was pointing a gun at them as he was running away, so they shot him in the buttocks. Got him free medical care in the United States.
All right.
Yeah, so that was great. Amazing. I mean, just amazing
sure is.
how the border agents just take it for granted until they can bash them. And they don't. I mean, I can't remember a time when they've ever singled them out for praise. I don't remember it if it has happened.
I mean, let alone praise. I mean, the man lost his life.
Right, that's true.
I mean, hello.
Yeah, right.
I'd like to have maybe just a little bit of respect.
Right. Defending the country, but no.
Right.
No, they don't care. Also, another interesting moment. After a long day, Biden was completely lost, getting off stage again. Well, I think this was not last night, but this shows. Show me the clip again. And this is from a while ago.
Yeah.
It just shows how lost this guy can be at the end of a day. And look at this. He has no idea what he's doing. Do I go here? No, don't come off that. And then somebody has to say,
such a momentous event.
Unreal.
Now he doesn't know what to do, so he just stands there.
Yeah.
Kind of inadequate. But for all the
great.
millions,
That's our
whose
leader,
lives will be
ladies and
saved.
gentlemen. Look at
the
him.
communities where life will be transformed. Thank you. So thank
Shuffle
you,
off
President
over
Biden,
here.
for your outstanding.
I better stop because he's talking. Show that from the beginning again, because to me, this is absolutely mind-boggling. Okay, he exits the podium and has nowhere to go. Knows not one thing to do here.
Right.
He doesn't understand. Do I get off? No, there's no stairs there, stupid.
At the end
Don't
of
jump.
such a momentous event, the word thank you seems kind of inadequate.
It would have been appropriate
but
there.
All the millions whose lives will be
He's
saved.
such a...
Then he wanders back off
Communities
over
where
here.
life will be transformed. Thank you. So thank
Then he
you,
finally
President
stops. Somebody
Biden,
tells
for
him,
your
stop.
outstanding-
And then he stands there.
Well,
and
yeah, the
listens.
guy speaking was giving him an acknowledgement, thanking him for being there, so
Trying
he
to
can't
help
leave.
him.
Yeah.
Trying desperately to help him.
So I went through all of the press releases issued by the White House since last week when the Border Patrol agent, Raul Gonzalez, died. And by the way, he died. He was chasing suspects. He was in on a
high-speed chase.
It was an
wasn't
ATV or something.
Yeah.
And he hit the fence. Oh gosh, high rate of speed. Anyhow, nothing. There's nothing. There's not a peep about it on WhiteHouse.gov briefing room.
Incredible. Absolutely amazing. It was as we've said, there was a lot going on in Washington yesterday, and Representative Nancy Mace asked witnesses if extremist rhetoric on social media is a threat to democracy. So, trans activist
Wonder what their answer is.
Alejandro Caraballo said yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I would have never
of course.
guessed that.
I mean, of course it is.
So it's a kind of a long clip here, but I think it's worth the payoff here
let's
from
see it.
Nancy.
Is rhetoric on social media a problem and a threat to our democracy, Mr. Ward?
Yes, absolutely.
Mr. Siegel.
Okay.
Wait.
Yes.
So
Ms.
she's
Caraballo.
going through all of
Yes.
Ms. Nomani.
Yes.
Ms. Tyler.
them. Okay. Everyone
Oh.
says yes. Everyone agrees.
Wow.
Shocking, right?
That's amazing. yeah.
Another question
Okay.
I have.
They're
do you believe
unanimous on that.
rhetoric
Common
targeting
ground, Pat.
officials with violence for carrying out their constitutional duties is a
Boy.
threat to democracy, Mr. Ward?
Let me guess. Yes.
Siegel.
Yes.
Yes.
She got to get him on the
Yes.
record here.
Uh-huh.
Set up the next fun
Yes.
So
payoff
stupid.
here.
So stupid.
All right, thank you very much. Only a few weeks after the attempted attack on a Supreme Court justice on June 25th.
Pause it. By the way, when they all say yes, I guess it's true, right? I guess it is
Yeah,
so.
that's absolutely. That means it's true.
Right.
There you
We
go.
would have gotten a no if it weren't true, but
Common
we
ground.
didn't. We didn't. So everybody's on board. Yes, it's
Okay.
a threat
Okay.
to democracy.
Okay.
All right, let's hear the rest.
All you on
Ms.
Zoom.
Alejandra
Yes, okay.
Caraballo tweeted out the following in response to a
Uh-oh.
decision
One
on
of the
abortion,
witnesses tweeted something out.
overturning
Oh,
Roe v.
boy.
Wade, and I'll quote directly from the tweet. The 6 justices who overturned Roe should never know peace again. It is our civic duty to accost them every time
gosh.
they're in public. They are pariahs. Since women don't have their rights, these justices
And
should never
pause it
have
for
a
a
peaceful
second.
moment.
Okay, this is not violent rhetoric.
No.
This is not inciting any kind of violence.
No.
Right? This is not hate
That's
speech
because
against these Supreme Court
Caballos
justices.
is a Democrat, so it doesn't apply.
Real.
Oh, it's fun.
She keeps going.
I know something about being accosted. The night of January 5th, I was physically accosted on the streets of D.C. in Navy Yard by a constituent of mine. I fervently blamed rhetoric on social media, rhetoric at public events, for being physically accosted.
And you
I
don't
carry
see
a
that you're
gun
doing exactly the same
everywhere
thing, if
I
not
go
worse.
when I am in my district and I'm at home, because I know personally
Carries a gun,
that
yep.
rhetoric has consequences. I've had my car keyed. I've had my house spray painted. I had someone trespass in my house as recently as August. I've been doxxed on social media about where I live. And I've had to add to
Join
security
the
everywhere
crowd.
I go. Often,
No
because I
kidding.
can't afford it, I have to carry my own firearm wherever I go.
Wait,
And,
what?
Alejandra Caraballo also recently tweeted on November 19th, not even a month ago, that the Supreme Court, vested with the judicial power of the United States by our Constitution, stated they are not a legitimate court issuing decisions. And also the Supreme Court is an organ of the far right. So my last question today of Ms. Caraballo, do you stand by these comments, this kind of rhetoric on social media?
Heaven help us.
And do you believe it's a threat to democracy?
Thank you, Representative, for the opportunity to clarify and provide context to my tweets.
I have a question, is it yes or no? Do you believe your rhetoric is a threat to democracy when you're calling to accost a branch of government, the Supreme Court?
I don't believe that's a correct characterization
What
of
you
my
tweeted, though.
statements.
Yeah,
Did you not
explain
tweet
it then.
that you thought that the Supreme Court justices should be accosted?
What I'm
you
saying
tweet
is
that,
that
yes or
that is
no?
not an
Did you tweet
accurate characterization of my statements.
On June 8th of this year, a man was
She's
arrested near
reading
Justice
exactly
Brett
what you
Kavanaugh's
said.
home in Maryland. He told law enforcement officers he wanted to kill a Supreme Court justice. He was found
Gosh.
with a knife, with a pistol, 2 magazines, ammunition, pepper spray, zip ties, a hammer, crowbar, and duct tape.
Ms. Caraballo, on page 12 and 13 of your written testimony, you painted concerned parents as having been infiltrated by white nationalists and far-right militia groups.
That's not hateful.
Which
though.
played a significant role in school board protests. This has not
guy's
actually
awesome,
been my
actually.
experience
No,
with
he's from
concerned
Florida. He's
parents.
awesome.
In your testimony, you wrote that in Loudoun County, Virginia, unfounded rumors that spread in local parent groups on Facebook about an alleged trans student sexually assaulting a girl in a bathroom led to a firestorm of several heated school board protests that descended into violence. But in fact, the perpetrator, it actually turned out, had committed 2 sexual assaults at 2 different Loudoun County
can't
schools
defend their little
in
tweets, their little
2021,
keyboard
and was
warriors.
arrested on October 7th, 2021 by the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office.
It's just unbelievable.
These weren't unfounded rumors, as you suggest. It actually turns out law enforcement had to act because a sexual assault occurred. So giving this, I'm assuming that until now you were unaware of what happened here, and you're going to update your testimony for the committee.
Okay, we'll have to hold on in suspense as to that answer. Does she even answer it? Do we?
No, we don't
have the
That's
response.
it. That was the end of the clip.
Unbelievable.
I just love them throwing their words right back at them.
Yep.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Glenn Beck.
I'm anti.
I got some tweets here from Adrian. Joe Biden is the biggest secular Catholic ever outside of Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, it'd be hard between the two of them. I don't know. I don't know who you picked there. Carol Marks, Joe Biden is clueless, which is why he's so easily manipulated by China and pedophiles.
Okay, well, he is one.
Allegedly. In our humble opinion. Jeffy's nervous lawn chair tweets, Pat, we live in a world where words on social media are a danger to democracy, but the open border isn't. Yeah, isn't that?
Boy, no kidding.
The truth. Jeez. Wide open. Wide open. And they're asked the question, was it just yesterday? I think we had the question asked to KJP or somebody. Why don't we care about you? Do you even have any idea who's coming across the border?
Yeah, Jake Sullivan was asked.
Yeah,
that.
it was Jake Sullivan asked. Yeah, and he's like, well, yeah, because we know a certain amount of people are coming from whatever country, and so yeah, we have
a process.
They don't have.
He doesn't,
idea.
and he doesn't care.
They don't.
I
care.
mean, President Biden doesn't care, and he even said when he was coming to Arizona, "Why aren't you going to the border?
Yeah, more important things to do.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay. All right.
That's amazing. It's amazing that nobody spent, even us, we didn't spend enough time with that. That's an amazing response.
There we go. It's almost vacation time, baby. Hang
almost.
in
there. Yes, just 2 more shows after this. SBF was denied bail in the Bahamas. So he's in. I mean, yeah. Do you think he's a flight risk? Yeah, possibly. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's just interesting to me.
It is? Oh, okay. So we got a contrarian in the room. What a surprise. What a surprise. No, go ahead. Let's hear it.
Oh, no.
Let's hear your case for Sam Bankman-Fried.
I know. Look, he's a huge con man, no question. Mm-hmm. But it is interesting to me that prior to him supposedly testifying, that he gets arrested and is denied bail.
Isn't that ironic?
We just can't talk.
So now he's going to sit in a jail in the Bahamas, where I'm sure the security is great. He's going to fight extradition. The earliest he would be up here is February. You think anything's going to happen to SBF before then?
Oh, I'm sure
Any
not.
chance whatsoever, you think?
No, they're checking those monitors right now to make sure they're in perfect working order. So
why does his security guard look suspiciously like Hillary Clinton?
Yeah,
I mean seriously. Like, okay, and so we know that he was the second largest donor to the Democratic campaign behind George Soros.
Yeah,
we know that Beto O'Rourke gave money back. I think Warnock kept his. We know that there was money with Katie Hobbs. And so now you've got a case where KJP was finally asked about him yesterday. And it was the asking if Joe Biden was going to give any of that money back, and this was her response.
Okay.
Will the president return that donation? Does he call on all politicians who got campaign donations that may have come from customer money to return those funds?
So look, I'm covered here by the Hatch Act, limited in what I can say, and anything that's connected to political contributions from here, I would have to refer you to the DNC.
Yeah, $5.2 million to the Biden White House. I can't talk about that. I'm sorry.
I mean, I don't know that I'd give it back either.
They probably spent it all.
Well, you don't know that. You would absolutely not give it back.
Oh, yeah, that's
There's
a good point.
No way you give it back.
How do you think they held on to How do you think they held on to the Senate?
It's a donation.
Because all that money went to ballot harvesting efforts.
All right, it is time to chew the fat with Jeffy. Because when you get stuck between the moon and New York City, your name is Jeffy. That much is true. When you get stuck between the moon and New York City, you can do.
Best you can do.
The best that you can do is chew the fat.
Get a different performance live every night.
Jeffy, he does as he pleases. No, we ran out
That's
of
so
music.
special. Oh, no.
I thought this was the time
Darn
we're going to
it.
go all the way through it.
It
but
never
no,
does, though.
It doesn't.
You know, this was the time.
It never does. So the World Cup final is going to be held on Sunday. If you don't make your plans to watch it.
We know only one participant
Because,
so far, right?
between Argentina with my man Lionel Messi, hello.
Oh,
Messi's finally going to get a
Messi,
World
finally.
Cup. We need to get him a World Cup.
I woke up in sweats the other night.
What?
Just cold sweats, wondering, is Lionel Messi going to get a
World
World Cup
Wow,
finally?
you were affected. that
Yeah, I
much.
was big time affected.
mean,
couldn't
okay.
sleep a wink after that.
So who'd they beat?
They will take
Croatia.
Croatia, yeah. Who they thought today is France and Morocco.
Oh, wow.
Morocco's on a
Team of destiny.
Yeah, they seem to be.
Didn't France win it last time?
Yes, they did.
Thought so. Yeah. So France, Morocco.
So probably going to be France and Argentina, but you
Probably.
never know.
You never know.
It doesn't matter though. Messi's getting the World Cup.
It doesn't matter because I don't care.
No, I'm just saying it doesn't matter because Messi's getting the World Cup.
Yeah. But it's the World Cup. Nobody cares.
Now, there has been a warning sent out, however. Football, soccer fans returning from Qatar are being advised to watch out for the signs of camel flu.
No.
It's a potentially lethal respiratory illness.
Really?
It's called Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome, MERS. Can be contracted through close contact with camels.
What?
Camels are thought to be the natural host of the virus, which is the same family of the virus behind the COVID pandemic.
We rode camels. What was that, 10 years ago? 11?
We did not know. In fact, at this time, if you're watching on Blaze TV, at this time,
Yes.
I did not know about
Look at that.
camel flu.
Look at that camel is in such pain
The
right
cam-
now.
And this is the camel.
That camel was so pissed.
One at a time, please. That's what it's thinking.
That camel. No, wait, there is only one.
Now it's
person
time for the
out there.
camel's revenge. The camel flu.
He was so mad. He did not want me to ride him.
No, he did not.
And that Bedouin was not having it. That Bedouin was like, "You're the camel. I'm the human. This fat man is riding you." And I did. I
think is it possible that you were a tad porkier back then?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Come on, yes you do.
I don't
Yes you do.
What have you topped out at?
I don't know.
You were $4 right there. Weren't you? Or maybe a little north of $4. $4.
Other risks.
Oh, I didn't want to answer that. You don't want to play.
From camel flu.
All right.
Include close contact with an infected person. So make sure people, have been excited at Qatar riding camels. And you can also get it from consuming camels products. And, like unpasteurized camel milk.
Oh, God.
I don't know if there's...
People drink camel milk?
Yeah. It sounds good.
No, doesn't it, though?
It sounds
So
good.
is there camel cheese and all that stuff, too?
Gross.
There must
Honestly,
be.
I don't know, but there has to be.
Nasty.
Right?
No. No.
I tell you one thing. I will say that the two-hump cheese is probably my favorite.
Two-hump cheese.
And two-hump cheese, yeah. The disease was first recognized in 2012, which,
No.
I mean, that was
That was
pretty
right-
close.
right around our time.
pretty
Oh,
close.
no.
And since then, there have been 2,600 cases worldwide, mostly in the Arab Peninsula, according to The Who, not the band.
Oh.
2 cases have
about
been
to go
recorded in Qatar. Symptoms: fever, coughing, vomiting. Need to seek medical advice. Make sure you share your travel history so we can do some infection control.
Man.
But there's no specific treatment for the illness.
Uh-oh.
It's just like, hey, you're sick.
Isn't it kind of
How about
weird
that?
when I was, in my younger years, I don't remember diseases passing from animals to human like they do now.
That's right.
Look how many diseases
right,
go
yeah.
animal to human now.
It's almost like someone's been working on gain of function somewhere in a
It's
lab on
almost
the other
like
side
that.
of the world. It's
Yeah.
almost
Huh.
like that.
Huh.
By the way, I can't get the image of someone sitting under a camel now, just milking it. I want to
Ew.
thank you for that imagery there.
Anything for two-hump cheese. That's all I'm saying. Over a third of the infected patients have been reported to die. Thanks to
wow, that's a high death
It
rate.
sure is. I know. So NASA's Orion capsule Artemis, first mission returned successfully after their 25-day mission around the moon. You can just play the video of it.
Look at that.
It came down, re-entered Earth's atmosphere at nearly 25,000 miles per hour.
Where did it land? Do you know?
In the Pacific Ocean. It faced temperatures of 5,000 degrees Fahrenheit, but 2 sets of the parachutes made it come down and gently hit the Pacific Ocean at about 20 miles an hour. Everything went according to plan.
All right.
The stakes, of course, are very high. Humans are trying to get to the lunar surface for the first time in 50 years. A little chewing the fat FYI, Orion splashed down 50 years to the day that astronauts last landed on the moon.
That's
so
cool.
It's only been 50 years.
50 years to the day.
50 years to the day that astronauts last landed on the moon.
I wonder if they must have planned it that way, right?
Yeah. So this is the first mission, right? So then we have this was uncrewed. Then we have Artemis 2 with humans that aren't going to land on the moon next 2024.
Does it say? I think there's 4.
And then there's going to be the one in 2025 that's supposed to land on the moon with the lunar lander provided by SpaceX and the new lunar spacesuits. See if that actually happens in 2025. Now, hours before Orion splashed down, a SpaceX rocket.
It's Orion.
Thank you.
But
it's been bugging me too.
Sorry, we're just a little irritated by your pronunciation.
A SpaceX rocket blasted off carrying a lunar lander made by a Japanese company, iSpace.
Okay.
So if the iSpace vehicle makes a successful landing, successful
Oh no, he's gonna do
Orion, it'll be the first time that a private company accomplished the feat. So to date, we have U.S., China, Russia are the only countries that have completed soft landings on the moon. So iSpace was formed part of a Google Lunar X Prize competition, but it's really weird. The landing isn't going to happen for months. I don't know. I mean, Orion took 5 days to reach the moon. iSpace's mission, I guess they're just taking the back roads or something, or it's overloaded because it has the Hakuto R lander on it, and it's carrying multiple government commercial payloads, like a rover for the United Arab Emirates, a lunar robot for the Japan Aerospace Exploration Agency, and several more payloads from the commercial and government customers. It's being monitored from the company's Mission Control Center in Tokyo, and is expected to land April.
See, he has to stop at the
2023.
way stations along the way. You're right.
I guess so. I don't understand.
Well, they're not launching until
they just launched it.
No, they launched it now.
Yeah,
and it's landing in April.
Yeah, it's landing. I'm not okay.
You can beat a Mars. You can beat a Mars.
It's having to pick up all those things along the way. That's going out of its way.
I know.
Well, that's bizarre. Is it going to orbit the Earth first?
Sure.
Maybe it's going to orbit the moon for a while.
Sure.
Months on end, though?
Sure.
Come on. That's
it's
really
just a
weird.
Sunday drive.
Okay. What's it called again? How do you spell it?
iSpace?
No, what is it? It had a Japanese name. It sounded like.
Well, that's the Hakuto R lander. That's one of the landers, but the iSpace rocket from SpaceX.
iSpace rocket.
Yeah.
Huh. Wow.
I know.
Why? Okay.
I know.
See, this
Weird.
is what you do with this.
So-
You mentioned in the story a thing called Google. And when you type in stuff like, hey, why is it taking so long?
Right. It tells you?
Yeah, it actually comes
weird.
up. There's a Fortune article. It says, reaching the moon usually takes days. Here's why a Tokyo startup is giving its lander months instead of...
All right.
Let's see.
And it is because? Well, we'll tell you in 1 minute.
It's funnier to say you didn't know why. And it's going to take forever. It's a Sunday drive.
But regardless.
Back roads. Don't forget the back roads.
Let me tell you about Preborn, because Preborn is saving lives right now. Preborn introduces mothers who are considering abortions to their baby by showing them ultrasounds. So then they see the baby, they hear the heartbeat, and once that happens, it connects them to that baby. And 80% of the time, they choose life after that. And Preborn doesn't stop there. They then love and support these mothers with maternity clothes, diapers, counseling if needed, and a lot more for up to 2 years. And they do that for free. which is why they need your donation. For $28, you can rescue one baby's life. For $140, you can do 5 ultrasounds. And right now, through matching funds, your gift is doubled. 100% of your donation will go toward saving babies. So please join us if you can. Just dial pound 250 and say the keyword baby. That's pound 250, keyword baby, or donate securely at preborn.com/Pat.
Look, Daddy, teacher says every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
That's right. That's right.
Attaboy, Clarence. Attaboy.
Okay.
Okay. Why is it taking so long to get to the moon?
Okay.
You say,
the company iSpace designed its craft. You know, like the other deal took 5 days to use minimal fuel to save money and to leave more room for cargo. So it's taking a slow, low-energy path to the moon, flying 1 million miles from Earth before looping back and intersecting with the moon by the end of April. So they're just saving
So it's
fuel.
overshooting the moon, too, by a lot. Because it's only...
Low-energy orbit.
Low-energy orbit.
Huh. All right.
Take months.
There you go.
Instead of days.
Okay.
All right. Okay. We don't have a lot of time, so we can talk about the Christmas asteroid, hashtag ESA Christmas asteroid. We have coming up. They call it the Christmas asteroid.
But it's tomorrow.
But it's flying by tomorrow.
Yeah.
Asteroid 2015 RN35.
Yeah, it's really catchy. The name of it.
Right?
Yeah.
Hello, I thought so too. Mm-hmm. And so heads up.
Looks like a big potato.
Heads up. Yeah, that's what it is.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's like a big baked potato. You split that thing right down the middle, put some couple of pads of butter in there.
There you go.
Maybe some sour
two
cream.
hump butter, if I'm not
camel
mistaken.
cheese sprinkled on there. You aren't kidding. It'd be great.
Delicious.
And it's not getting that close, right? 14,000 miles or something, or
what? It can't be that close.
No, it can't be.
No, it's 420,000.
Yeah, 420.
Whatever.
But that's
So close.
really
Yeah,
close.
that's in our window.
Anything I think 2 million miles and closer is a near miss.
Okay. Well, gee, thanks for the heads up, y'all. I mean, they never see this stuff coming.
I know.
It's like,
It's tomorrow.
By the way, tomorrow we got that.
Let's just call it a Christmas asteroid.
Call it Christmas. Yeah, they'll like that. They'll like that. The
All
people
right.
will like that.
Oh, I didn't get to the good news about Saturday Night Live.
Well, save it.
We can do it
No,
on the
but
other
I mean,
side.
I can just tell you now,
Just do it.
Lizzo is going to be doing the musical.
Lizzo's on?
She's filling in.
Oh, that's great.
What's the good news?
What a treat.
We're waiting for the good. You said you had good news.
Well, you don't consider that an incredible treat?
No, I don't.
Wow, that's something else. Welcome, and great to have you with us. We got some tweets here. Jeffy's terrified staircase tweets.
Oh, man.
SBF, I'm not suicidal.
That's the truth.
Mm-hmm. Bob Loblaw tweets, leave it to Jeffy to bring up camel flu on hump day.
Right? Yes.
Yeah.
Nice work.
Roba Gray tweets, Jeffy rides camel, then camel flu becomes a thing. Coincidence? Yeah, I think not. And from Ape Lincoln, was that Artemis splash landing or Jeffy's misplaced Uber Eats delivery?
Oh, wow.
See, what I think they're saying there, Jeffy, is that you are overweight. I think that's the point of that whole thing.
Yes, if that was my Uber Eats.
Yeah.
It's in the middle
I know
of the
you would.
ocean.
Was one
Right?
What's going on?
Have you had one not show up?
Huh?
Huh?
Okay. Think we got to the bottom of it.
By the way, we'd like to thank Pathead Esker Evans for another delivery. Jeez, this is just what did we get this time?
Okay, so
it
sent a box of jellies and jams. Okay?
Jams and jellies.
and fun
jellies and
little
jams.
signs there. You got your beaver there. You got the at the mic. You got this. If it ain't Heinz, it ain't ketchup. So he made these. They're made from trees. They're on the old property.
Oh,
and then one of the jellies, you can see the staining here. It busted loose in the box there, so we have to clean that up and then enjoy the rest of them. But anyway, thank you so much.
Okay.
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
So
nice.
A little packing training needs to happen.
Yeah.
This is fun too, because yesterday our goal, our mission in life, was to get this book that somebody sent us.
Oh yeah, Mary Beth sent us this.
This book from Mary Beth. This book is literally just pictures of cute animals that will make you
Oh,
feel
yeah, it's supposed
better.
to be trending higher,
Okay,
right?
that was 13,000 something. We wanted it. We wanted to get it above Jamel Hill's book, which was 10,000 something.
So it was 10,000-ish for
We did it.
Jamel Hill. Yeah. Animals is 13,000-ish. And so I just now checked. Jamel has fallen from 10,000 something to 12,446.
Nice.
12,446.
Sorry.
And the animals have climbed from 13 whatever to 6,126.
Nice.
Yeah. Nice job, Patheads.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Climbing the
So,
charts.
Thank you. Thank this audience.
Okay, now make
Once
it number
again,
one.
Came through for us.
Y'all make it number one. I want it to be a bestseller. Let's go. Thank y'all so
That
much.
might take some real selling on our
The
part.
links are posted at Pat Unleash on Twitter if you want to partake in this fun.
Hey, Kamala Harris spoke yesterday to top off this celebration. How about that? I
Awesome.
mean, this will make you feel so good. Here it is. Here's a little something of what she had to say.
So, to Africa's young leaders, I say,
Okay. You got it?
I am an optimist
Okay.
about what lies ahead for Africa and, by extension, for the world.
Okay.
Because of you,
Me.
because of your energy,
Yeah. You're welcome.
your ambition,
You're welcome.
and your ability to transform seemingly intractable problems into opportunities.
Where are we going?
Simply put,
Right.
your ability
Okay.
to see what can be unburdened by what has been.
Oh,
I
beautiful.
thank you all.
Wow, that was beautiful.
I mean, she actually walked through that.
Yeah, she did get through it.
Until the very end. Then when she said simply put, you thought, oh, okay, this is about to
Yeah, she's going
go
off the rails.
a
She
little
held
bit.
on to it, though.
Yeah, she didn't
Oh, you
go
think
all
so?
the way off the
Practicing.
rails.
Yeah, she's been
she
practicing.
teetered,
Yeah,
definitely.
she sure did.
Okay.
Good for her.
Definitely did.
How about that? She sort of pulled it off,
Simply
but not really.
put. Okay. I don't know if you guys say so. I don't know. I think she still sucks.
Still off the rails, you think?
Yeah.
I mean, comparatively speaking.
Yeah, compared to what she
was the
usually
quote? What was
does.
the last thing she said there?
Let's run it back.
It's written. Yeah, it's underlined in red.
Otherwise, you don't want to hear her.
By what has been.
Simply
I
put,
thank you all.
simply put, your ability to see what can be unburdened by
from-
what has been.
I mean,
Oh no, but she totally pulled it out of the fire, y'all. No, that's terrible.
Your ability to see what can be is unburdened by what has been. That makes sense.
yeah.
Maybe I'm the
That's
one.
not bad.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
No.
It's just not great. Nothing she does is great. So,
Ooh.
meanwhile, Twitter flagged the term "my pillow."
Wow.
We're finding out now because of this information dump that continues. What are we on? Like information dump 5, 6?
Yeah.
So they flagged the term "my pillow" misinformation.
Of course.
What?
That just made you.
It's the name of a product.
It made them realize. Oh wait, this is someone who likes conservatives.
Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Man. Wow. So he continues this process, Elon Musk does, of revealing the meltdowns and excessive censorship under Twitter 1.0 in an epic thread documenting Twitter's American political misinformation direct detection AI list. It was revealed that the phrase "my pillow" was flagged. This doesn't mean that every sentence of the phrase "my pillow" was determined to be misinformation, but that they were flagging it internally as an indicator of potential misinformation.
Of course.
I have obtained exclusive access to documents that have never been publicly revealed. The information I'm about to share with you has never been released. This information is of public concern, and the below thread includes my reporting on it. Ruby had previously, so this is somebody...
Yeah, just an independent journalist that...
another
this.
journalist who's doing this. Ruby had previously documented evidence from a former Twitter employee detailing the employee's extensive access to users' DMs and data. So they,
they're in there.
They're
looking at
poking around in all your personal stuff.
Oh, always, yeah.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember,
sucks.
part of this was they weren't letting you share things in your private messages during the election season.
Yeah.
I mean, it's... And in fact, what was the quote from Elon Musk? It was
worth a read.
Well, no, Twitter is both a social media company and a crime scene.
Oh,
I mean, that's perfect.
That's really good.
I mean, and they kicked Trump off, and he wasn't even violating their terms of service. It was just a complete political thing, and boy, they thought they were making history.
Mm-hmm.
And I did see where Elon Musk he posted this thing. In fact, the University of Penn has deleted Yoel Roth's dissertation or whatever it was. That was here's what Elon said. Looks like Yoel is arguing in favor of children being able to access adult internet services in his PhD thesis.
Yeah. God, jeez.
And it makes you realize, as He-Man-splaining pointed out on Twitter, wow, okay, that really makes sense now that they would always get rid of the term okay groomer. Huh. I wonder who was really offended by that behind the scenes at Twitter.
Not the groomers. The groomers.
You know, the thing is that all these media companies are still doing it. They're still doing the same stuff. They're in bed together. I mean, Twitter.
Certainly Facebook is.
The only reason that, Twitter is not now is because of Elon. But the rest of them are still, I mean, you hear about the Twitter drops on all the other mainstream medias, don't you? Oh, wait. No, no, you don't.
Right.
I mean,
it's true.
It's still doing the same bullcrap.
Yeah, but at least Twitter, is being, a little light is being cast in the shadowy parts of Twitter, which I really like that.
And they talked about you talk about knowing, taking their direct messages and stuff. The one guy talked in, I don't know if it was, I don't forget what particular Twitter file it was, but he talked about how not everyone had access to the direct messages, but once you got access, they never took it away. So you may not be working on what you originally were given access to the direct messages for, but you still had access.
Still had access. Right. Nice. Wow. Incredible. Apparently, a lot of people are watching the new Harry and Meghan Netflix documentary.
Yeah.
I bet one of them's in this room.
Is one of them in this room?
I have started it
You
multiple
have started
times.
It. Okay.
Multiple
So you can't
times.
get past the first one because it's disinteresting or what?
No, it's not disinteresting. It's just kind of agonizing. And because I know a lot of the
Small
stories.
Small doses.
Yeah, and it's really frustrating to me because they tried to, it's their spin.
Yeah.
It's the Harry and Meghan.
Well, of course it is.
I know.
But
But
who
it's
better to
more-
hear the story from than them?
Are you working for Netflix now?
What are you working for Harry and Meghan now?
I see. She let him off on his own last week to go to Hawaii.
Meghan did?
Yeah, and I was really surprised.
Harry went on his own.
So that's falling apart.
Now, why?
Divorce is imminent. Divorce is imminent.
Why did he
He
go
went there for a Remembrance
alone?
Day, and he was shaking hands and meeting the military and everything.
Why didn't she go?
I don't know because
That's weird.
And I don't
That's
know.
weird.
I don't know that the
No, it's
Meghan
not.
chain
That's weird.
reaches
Totally
from
not
California to Hawaii. Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is, man.
No.
Meghan does not let him out of her chain reach, man. That's for sure. Anyway, but one of the big pictures they have of them walking in to meet Desmond Tutu, and they complained about being harassed by the paparazzi and people taking their pictures. Well, I mean, one of the photographers that took the picture said that there were 3 photographers that they okayed to be there and have to be up on this roof and take these shots. They weren't being stalked by the paparazzi there. I mean, they okayed for these pictures to be happening. So it's it's a little frustrating that they want you to believe that.
Yeah, that they're being picked on.
Yeah.
The first 3 episodes recorded 81.55 million viewing hours after the debut on Thursday.
Yeah, people want to know.
81 million. Wow. In just a few days. That's pretty. Those are good numbers.
Those are good numbers.
those are
It's not
Americans?
Wednesday numbers,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Those are. I guess
I'm
those are
ashamed
Americans. Maybe
of
it's
Americans.
worldwide. Okay, let's see. Harry and Meghan was the second most watched English language series on
Okay.
Netflix globally. So
Okay.
that's not just a U.S.
Hey, hold on a second. How long is each episode?
Hour. something
Okay,
like
so
that.
an hour. All
That's
right.
the first,
So we got 81 million people watched, and how many?
And I bet a lot of those are in Britain.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
And you don't have to watch the full hour.
You don't
when
to get credit for it.
Yeah, they changed the ranking system.
Of course they did. So you watch any
portion
of the hour.
I think it's up to 3 minutes.
They take credit for the hour.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's, of course, they're
Whatever.
counting their own service.
Correct.
So go ahead, I
Right.
guess, if you want to inflate
Right.
the numbers like that, but that's ridiculous.
And they break it down later. They do break down some of the shows as far as
So this could have been
watching
just
full
a
episodes
grand
and
total
stuff,
of 30 minutes or something.
It's possible.
People watching,
it's
right?
possible.
So
But
if we
it-
put the 18-minute together along with the
Thank
7-minute together, you got 22 minutes. You sell it with 8 minutes of ads, you got 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the
And
Harry
next
and
thing you know,
Meghan
it's
Netflix
81
show
million
right
hours
there.
of watching time. you get the 81 million minute.
Thank you.
Yep. That's what it is. But
I am fascinated.
You're
by
all
it.
over
Yeah,
it.
absolutely. I am fascinated because they're, I believe that divorce will be coming.
What
Do you
are
really?
you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
No.
mean, absolutely. Harry.
I don't
is-
think so.
Harry is
All right, what's the
a
date?
browbeaten man.
Give us a date.
And I originally thought that they would have already gotten it. That they would have already broken up, but she outsmarted me with getting pregnant with baby number 2. And so that's stuck together.
She outsmarted you in more ways than that.
And the
I'll
next
tell you.
thing he's going to
no
say
doubt
is, I
about
want a
that.
DNA test on that kid.
Well, they've got 2 now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
So-
that we got to wait another.
We got that going for us.
About another year. About another year.
About another year.
About another year. Harry goes
So-
back with his tail between his legs.
Okay.
I don't think so.
So in the year 2023, Psychic Nikki / Jeffy says they'll be divorced.
Oh yeah, for sure separated anyway. Harry will go back. Harry will go back to the. He will go back
Go
with
back
his
to
tail
what?
between his legs.
Okay, go back to the royal family.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And what will she do? Is live in L.A. with,
let
the kids?
Let me say, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Did you watch Suits?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I mean, she's fantastic in that. I don't know
Wow.
how she gets... Why is she so hated now? I don't understand.
Because she's her. She went.
Did you not like her in Suits?
Yeah, she was fine.
I loved her in that.
She was fine in Suits.
She was better than fine.
She was fine in Suits. I liked Suits as a show.
Yeah.
She was fine in it. Yeah.
She was more than fine.
She was fine in it because she was a good-looking
fantastic.
female.
She was
They could have
great
poked
in
another
Suits.
good-looking female in that show, and it would have been. You would have went. That one's fine too.
You may there. I mean, that may or may not happen, but she was great in Suits.
This is award-winning
And
analysis
so,
right
and
here.
now all
Thank
of a
you.
sudden, it seems like people hate her guts, and I
Well,
just
yeah.
don't really know why. I don't.
It's because
she broke apart
because
the royal
they love
family.
the royal family. I
Yes.
don't know why.
Yeah,
and
I
so
don't
they
either.
need an enemy, and that's her.
And it's every girl's dream to become a princess, and she did, and then she ruined it.
How'd she ruin it?
She broke apart the family. She stopped being a princess. She badmouthed the whole royal family.
Oh, Harry
she
did
broke
too.
up. I
So
know
did
that
he.
because he's browbeaten and chained from her. His grandfather told him, "Don't marry the actress.
Hmm.
You have affairs with them. You don't marry him." And he didn't listen.
All right, that's great.
Awesome.
Thank you for that fine
You're
analysis,
welcome.
Jeffy. That was great. Football season is here, but footballs aren't the only ones being tossed around. You might want to keep all of your things well situated in new
secure.
Tommy John
You wanna
underwear.
secure them.
Yeah, you want to secure them. Yeah,
Keep 'em
like the
comfy.
footballs, but they're not
Ornaments?
footballs. Yes.
Okay.
But I mean, let me just tell you this.
Okay.
In the non-language of the advertisement here that's written for me, Tommy John's Apollo men's underwear. It's made from ultra breathable, performance grade, dry release fabric. But here's the thing: it's just plain really comfortable. It is so comfortable. It is the most comfortable underwear you'll ever have on. I guarantee it. And so is their loungewear. Again, I was thinking about this last night as I was changing. As soon as I got in to my house, I changed my clothes into the Tommy John loungewear. It's so comfortable. It's so soft and lightweight, and it's fantastic.
The thing about the Tommy John is that even if you're wearing them, they go down halfway here. They're not hot.
Right.
They're still cool and
And
comfortable.
they don't right up. They tell you they don't, and they really don't.
That's right.
It's great when a product performs the way it says it will, and Tommy John clothing does. In fact, I'm wearing a Tommy John T-shirt right this second. Really soft, really comfortable. Tommy John underwear. It's listed on Kevin Hart's 10 Essentials in GQ and has over 96% 4-star plus reviews. It's time to try them for yourself. You're seriously going to love it. Go to TommyJohn.com/unleashed right now. You'll get 20% off your first order. Great Christmas gift, great gift for yourself. 20% off at TommyJohn.com/unleashed. TommyJohn.com/unleashed. See the site for details.
Pat Gray Unleashed.
Relatable with Allie. This is the danger, of course, of replacing God with it.
Christmas extravaganza. Christmas Unleashed. Friday morning.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
In conjunction, of course, with more in trivia, because we don't want to skip that. I think we already skipped it once this year. Well, yeah, it was.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, it was Thanksgiving week because it was Wednesday, and it didn't feel like a Friday.
It was a bye week.
So, yeah.
A bye week, yeah. So are we going to cover the news on Friday at all? Say no, say no, say no, say no. Oh,
No.
yeah.
No. I want to say no. And I am going to say no.
Did you hear that, Riley?
So we'll see.
I'm not going to be clogging up your inbox with videos Thursday night.
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, there's Christmas stuff, right?
Yeah, I don't care what happens. We're not going to talk about it.
Yes.
We're talking Christmas. Yes. All right. Got some tweets here. Rusty Shackelford tweets, just bought the picture book. Thanks for bringing it up again.
Yeah, well, let's try to get it number one.
I'd totally forgotten about it.
Got to get it to number one.
Yeah, what's the name of it again?
It's such a catchy name. It's easy to remember. This book is literally just pictures of cute animals that will make you feel better.
Or who is the person who put it together so you could just look for the author.
It doesn't have
That'd
an
be easy.
author.
Huh. That's weird.
It is very weird.
Probably Instagram.
Seriously, it just says Smith Street Books.
Huh,
that's
weird.
all it says.
Okay. Also from Rowdy Introvert, Harry and Meghan got 81 million viewers. Really? 81 million? Is there such a thing as Netflix watch harvesting?
There it is. There it is.
Well, yeah, because Netflix controls their own numbers.
Correct.
It's not like they're being looked at by Nielsen or Arbitron or something. They do their own thing.
Correct.
I feel like there's a market void that needs to be filled there by somebody.
Right? Yeah, to do streaming numbers, and I think there is.
Well,
but it's hard to get it from people
sure
because
is. Those companies
they guard them carefully.
They sure do.
Yeah, so they don't want you to know that only 5 million people watched the whole thing. I don't know if that's an accurate
that
number.
That can't
probably
be true
not.
because it's on their trending list.
Right. And again, it's their trending list.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, I love how they can, and then the things that they want to focus on, they put in your face all the time in about 18 different categories.
Yes, absolutely.
And they have
because you watched?
Yeah.
Yeah. And they have the banner at the top, and that always features the stuff that they're trying to push.
And I appreciate some of it. I mean, I do appreciate some of it because they do throw in actual episodes of things that you may enjoy under because you watched. But I feel like that's more of their trending list as well.
It is.
You know what I mean? So we need to bump these numbers up too.
They're trying to they want you to watch what they want you to watch. Have you watched, by the way, Troll? No, you haven't? Really? You haven't seen Troll?
No, I have not.
Yeah, you got to watch it.
Okay.
You haven't seen Troll yet, have you?
This feels like an unhealthy obsession at this point.
I just want people to... I want to see what people think of it, because I don't know anybody else but me who's watching it.
I will watch it, yes. And okay, by Friday we're going to watch it, Jeffy? So
by Friday.
I got a lot of other episodes.
Do you?
I'm sorry. The Royals can wait for you, okay?
Other stuff going on. I'll try to get to it.
Really?
All right, a couple more tweets. Feckless Mike White tweets, Americans concerned with the spectacle of the royal family is ridiculous.
Jeffy.
Jeffy.
And
Mr. Sean's, Jeffy's fascination with the crown is troubling. Growing up close to the Canadian border had its drawbacks. Yeah.
Oh, did you see that Canada is euthanizing 10,000 of its citizens every year? I mean, that is shocking.
I did not see that.
I mean, are they sick? Are they?
Well, yeah, they're probably suicidal, maybe.
No, in some cases, they just wanted a wheelchair
illness?
ramp added to their house. And they were said, have you considered killing yourself?
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely.
Oh, my gosh.
Wheelchair ramps are expensive.
For governments that are running healthcare, yeah.
It's a good point. That's a good point, Jeffy.
I know. Inflation.
And you got to think, all right, the wheelchair ramp is going to cost us $5,000 to put in. But the person who's going to go up the wheelchair ramp is 81.
Precisely.
Is it worth it?
Right.
Oh, no. This individual.
Thank you.
Okay. This individual was not 81. This was a.
So the years in that wheelchair. Ooh.
Seriously, that's what they do. They figure out the cost.
Right.
But there's no such thing as death panels. No. That's.
Of course, there's death panels. They don't call them that, but it is. That's what it is. And it was the Raul. What's his face? Emmanuel's
yes.
brother. Rahm Emanuel's brother. What was his name though? Rahm Emanuel's brother. Raul? Is it Raul and Rahm?
That doesn't sound right.
That doesn't sound right either, no. But he was a doctor, and he came up with the complete lives.
Ezekiel Emanuel.
Ezekiel. Yeah, Zeke Emanuel.
Raul.
And the complete lives theory. How many potatoes are you producing?
Right.
You're only producing 84,000 a year? Jeez, yeah. Well, we can't spend 100,000 on your health care then. So, night.
Sorry about it.
Yeah. What was it? Didn't Obama say something like maybe your mom needs a surgery or whatever? Just you take a pill.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I do remember
trying to
that.
sell Obamacare.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Incredible.
These people are the worst.
Oh yeah. 888-900-3393. More Pat Gray Unleashed next. Welcome. Great to have you with us. Pat Gray Unleashed. I don't know who's reporting this story, but it's impossible. 2 female students have been left with injuries after reportedly being assaulted by a trans-identified male student in the women's restroom at a high school in Edmond, Oklahoma. That can't happen. We all know that can't happen, right? Trans people don't do that. Redux has obtained a police report related to a violent assault that took place in a women's washroom at Edmond Memorial High School. This is from October 26th, so it's a long time coming in being reported.
No kidding.
Reveals that a trans-identified male student was handed a juvenile summons after 2 female students were left with injuries. Following a fight he had reportedly initiated with them in the women's room. Oh, jeez. On October 26th, at 8 a.m., police responded to reports of a fight that had broken out in the restroom of Memorial High School. Upon arriving, the officer found a female student with injuries to her face and head at the nurse's station. Ooh. The attending officer noted the female victim had several red areas on her face and that both of her eyes were beginning to swell shut.
Oh, jeez.
The officer conducted an interview with the victim, whose full name was redacted because of her age. Female student advised the officer that a trans-identified student indicated by the letter A had approached. I mean, it's amazing how much we protect and defend, but not the girls, but the trans student is the one who will be, and the person who's the perpetrator of the crime. Anyway, the letter A person had approached her in the women's room while she was talking to friends. She explained that A had tried to talk to her and she ignored him. At which point, A began to get angry and asked if she wanted to fight.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
So it's a high school fight.
While approaching her with her clenched fists. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I want to fight a man here in the women's room. That'd be great. Let's do.
Yeah, it's
Let's
not just Lord of the Flies. It's dudes beating up girls in the bathroom.
Beating up, raping. How many of these stories do we have to hear about? I mean, we've heard about the rapes in women's prisons because they will not separate the men from the women. They'll send them, if they identify as a woman, but they're a man, they'll send them right to the women's prison. In so many states.
That's pretty incredible.
It is incredible. Because what happened to women's rights and protecting women? That's completely out the window. We don't even care about it anymore.
No, we do not.
It's, you know how... like Barack Obama and those on the left will say, oh, the Republican Party wants to send us back 50 years, you know?
Yeah.
Shut up.
Right.
Shut up. Like race relations, stuff like that. Shut up. They literally are setting the women's movement back 50 years.
Well, that's not the
or
only
more.
thing they're setting back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's incredible. You could have never foreseen this.
How does
just
this country
a few years
survive
ago.
this insanity? It's madness.
No, we got to pull out of it. We've got to resist and just ignore all the stuff they throw at us. A hater, bigot, shut up, and just move on.
Thing is, it's the end times.
It is the end times.
So,
it is.
So
That doesn't mean you give up. That's not what that means.
I feel like it
no,
does.
No, that's not what that means.
Like it does.
I feel like it does.
You can feel that way, but it's not that way. All right? By the way, in Moscow, Idaho, police have released body cam footage hoping somebody might notice something. Mm-hmm. And apparently somebody
they're
did
asking for our help?
in the Idaho murders.
Oh. That's strange because I thought they told us they didn't want the internet sleuths helping out.
Oh, they did say that?
Calm down.
Because that's who discovered what we're about to see. There was underage drinking suspected. And so the cops are talking and they're writing a citation for these youths. And in the background, you do see a group of, 4 or 5 people. Watch this here. Play this video here. Look at the right. See that? Boom. All right.
Okay.
So they want to just talk to those people because they're right there near the house.
Really? Is it around the same time? Or?
Yeah, it's exactly the same time.
Oh, wow.
So the police said that the murders happened between 3 and 4 a.m., and that police video is timestamped 3:12, 3:13. So, and then there's there's a white car that shows up on their body cam footage, but that's not the car that the guy who runs the store or whatever right near there, it's not the same car that he saw. They are...
It's a bizarre situation where you can kill 4 people, and still we have no idea.
It's
this
almost
long
like,
after.
The way it's been described is like it feels like a professional hit job. The way they were able to stealthily move about and enter and exit, and nobody heard anything, and 4 different people, and there were 2 other people in the house that
are unscathed.
Right.
Yeah.
So the murders went on with those 2 people completely alert and probably sleeping actually.
Yes.
But they didn't wake up and they didn't apparently know anything had happened because they weren't discovered until like noon the next day or something. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. It was a long time. Mm-hmm. And so really bizarre, really bad. Hopefully, and now they've got commencement. They've got the graduation ceremony going this week. And so people are scared. To come to Moscow, Idaho, because there's killers on the loose, and nobody knows who they are or why.
What were you
Killers
saying
are
during the
killer.
break? Half of murders go unsolved.
Yeah, something like that.
My goodness, that is staggering.
That's a huge.
That's a
outrageous
big number. Now, there's a lot of murders that happen that are gang related and drug related that inflate those numbers, but that's still a
I'm
big
sure,
number,
but still,
yeah.
you would think that almost all of them get solved,
Right.
Right? No.
Boy, he's going to be in office in just a few weeks. Y'all.
Yes, he is.
He's a fashion icon now.
The Eagles are so much better than the Eagles.
No.
Therapy's working. Therapy was working.
It's working.
It's starting to come around.
Yep.
Therapy's working.
All right. In northern Greenland, they now are saying, because Greenland is frozen, right? Or a lot of it is. And when that melts and rolls into the ocean, why Miami goes away. It's over. Miami's gone. New Orleans gone. Los Angeles is gone.
All the coast.
Everybody on the coast is. We'll see you later. It's been nice to know you. But there was a time about 2 million years ago, when there were far more SUVs than today.
Is that right?
Far more SUVs.
That's the first I've heard of this.
Yeah. They don't like to talk about it because they didn't do anything about it back then, and the temperature went up 34 degrees.
What?
It was 34 degrees warmer in Greenland than today.
Which is why they got rid of the SUVs.
Right.
Oh, right.
And then we brought them back, the dummies that we are.
So so they had SUVs
2 million
years ago.
Uh-huh.
They had a policy situation where they said no more SUVs. That's what cooled us off.
Then we cooled down. We went through an ice age.
Ridiculous to the point where they probably said, "Oh, we should probably bring those back."
Maybe we should bring back the SUVs, and
we're fine now.
And now look what we've done.
We're going the other way again. So 2 million-year-old DNA from northern Greenland has revealed that the region was once home to mastodons, lemmings, and geese, offering unprecedented insights into how climate change can shape ecosystems. What a bizarre paragraph that is when you're trying to sell climate change. I mean, come Did you not just prove everything we've said about the climate? Right there? Right there. The breakthrough in ancient DNA analysis pushes back the DNA record by 1 million years to a time when, and I love how, okay, we pushed it back 1 million years.
Yeah.
You were 1 million years off with this stuff up until now.
I think we're
right?
even. I think we're even more than that off.
I think we are.
I think there's another find in China that pushes us back even farther.
But do you see when the story is written, they discover that they're 1 million years off. They weren't wrong. We're just pushing it back another 1 million years.
Right. Right. Oh.
No. Oh, okay. Well, so we should still believe everything scientists say? Huh.
Makes you wonder how they got the temperature figured
Doesn't
out,
it,
too.
though? Yeah, it does. But the Arctic region was 11 to 19 degrees Celsius warmer than the present day. Now, does 19 degrees add up to 34?
Go to the next page. Go to the next page.
Doesn't.
Go to the next page because it's so.
That's 66 degrees.
It's so, Fahrenheit? It's so kind what they do with this next sentence.
Translation for American readers. Thank you.
Oh,
yes.
That's the Guardian helping us out there.
Thank you.
2 million years ago, northern Greenland was 34 degrees Fahrenheit warmer than it is today.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, well, how is that possible?
Watch this graph. Put that graph back up, Kale. Look at that. Look at the fluctuations that they say over time.
Huge.
I mean, it's gone up, it's gone down, it's gone up. It's called
which is what we've
cyclical,
said all
right?
along. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean,
so back off. We're
this
cooler
is what
than
the Earth
hottest
does.
Right.
This is what it does.
In fact, where we're at right now compared to the last, 500 million years, whatever that is we're at a happy medium. Mm-hmm. So back off.
Where you grow
450,000 years.
Food.
450,000 years. I can't see.
Food is grown in this climate. So why are we whining about it?
They're trying to put an end to that.
They are.
They're trying to put an
Yeah.
end to
Well, look
all
at what they're doing to farmers in the Netherlands.
And all the growth and future plans that we have are now all just regressed to. They want us to be back in the caves.
Yeah.
With the bugs.
It's just ridiculous. Right.
Okay, 19 degrees Celsius. Look that up in the Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion.
Oh, already did.
It's 34.
And
Already
66 degrees.
Yeah.
It's not 34.
Yeah, thank you for saying that. Because I looked that up this morning and I blamed Keith Math.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, okay, so that's between 52 degrees and 66 degrees.
Right. Not 34. Where'd
Right.
they get 34?
So I think what that is they're saying that was the temperature. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like, I think they're saying that it was between 52 and 66 degrees, which is 34 degrees warmer.
Okay, okay.
Because that's where I
That
got
makes
hung up
sense.
this morning. That's why you
That
see a
makes
whole
sense.
bunch of crap
Yeah.
written out on your sheet.
Okay, so what caused this stupendous change in the Arctic temperatures during a period when Homo sapiens didn't exist or numbered only in the few 100,000, according to the article?
We
2 million years ago, there was just hundreds of thousands of Homo sapiens running all over the place.
Polluting.
Okay.
Jeffy?
All righty.
What was it like? Tell us a story,
It was
Jeffy.
rough.
So, what did cause it? What do they say? They don't say. The last ice age featured the mile-thick ice cover, right, of Canada and the northern contiguous United States.
This is what happened when they got rid of the SUVs. Then it got cold, like you said.
Right.
That's how we got here.
Doesn't make any sense. How do they then look at us with a straight face and say, yeah, climate change, this never happened. This is unprecedented. This is catastrophic. Catastrophic? It was 34 degrees warmer in the Arctic than it is now. Shut up. That's all you can say. Shut up.
There you go. All right. I think we settled it.
Let me tell you about real estate agents I trust. Because these are fans of the show. You're going to have a lot in common with them. And hopefully you won't hear agonizing things from them during the course of their business dealings with you. These are people who, right from the day you interview them till the minute you sign on the dotted line, they're going to be fighting for you and for getting the most out of your home or the most home for your money, either way, and give you the great advice on whether or not you should repaint your house or can you leave it alone. It might be just fine to leave it the way it is, and maybe that's the best way to go because any improvements you'd make, you wouldn't get your money back from. These are the people that know about it. Real Estate Agents I Trust. The name says it all. realestateagentsitrust.com.
Then the Grinch thought of something he hadn't before. Maybe Christmas, he thought, doesn't come from a store. Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
This is Pat Gray Unleashed.
Really sad loss yesterday. Mike Leach, the head college football coach for Mississippi State. He's been the head coach at Texas Tech, Washington State. He died yesterday after, I guess, a very short illness.
Heart attack.
I didn't realize
massive heart attack.
Yeah, he had a really bad heart attack, and it sounded bad at the beginning because his friends were saying Mike Leach needs a miracle, and apparently didn't get the one we hoped for.
No, they said he had talked about struggling with through pneumonia through the whole season.
Oh, really?
And he never could quite feel just right. And then this massive heart attack happened, and he went without any help for about like 10 to 15 minutes after the original heart attack, which is usually not good.
Yeah. No, it certainly wasn't in this case.
And so I'm sure on behalf of Keith, I'll say this: I'm pretty sure he was fully vaccinated.
On behalf of Keith, I'll say no, he wasn't. He stood
wasn't?
against the vaccine.
Oh, nice!
Quite boldly.
Oh, awesome!
It.
I thought for
Did he
sure
really?
since he was coaching in the SEC that he would have had to have been.
I don't know. I just know that I just remember. I can look it up, but I remember he was one of the voices that was like, "No, I'm not doing it."
Oh, that's awesome!
A graduate of BYU, by the way.
Yeah, he played rugby there. I didn't know that.
Very smart man.
very,
very
smart
man. Unless you're, who was it? Craig James.
Craig James.
Yeah, isn't that what got him in trouble at Texas Tech? We're just supposed to forget that.
Oh, what did he say about Craig James?
Wasn't it?
His kid.
Yeah.
That's right.
Kid.
Yeah, he said something about Craig James' kid.
Put his kid in the the dummy room or whatever.
I don't know.
We're supposed to forget about that. Okay, never mind. It didn't happen.
Yeah,
never mind.
Well, he was a quirky, fun.
I
guy.
Loved Mike Leach.
Yeah.
I loved Mike Leach. There's video footage of him out there where at one point during a game when his wide receivers weren't catching any passes, he was going along and taking down all the chairs on the sidelines. They didn't deserve to sit down. It was awesome.
They don't deserve to sit.
They got caught a
great.
ball all night. They're not sitting down. That's awesome.
When he was at Texas Tech, one of the Lubbock stations, TV stations, had him in to do the weather. And here's how that went.
My favorite weather pattern happens to be when it rains mud. Dust comes through, rain on top of it, it rains mud. Now, I know that people that have been here for a while don't like that particular phenomenon as well as I do, but think about it. How many times in your life are you actually going to see it rain mud?
Right.
I love it. I go out there, I look at it, I watch it. Worst thing about it, you have to wash your car. Who cares? It's worth seeing, trust me. Okay, rest of the week, pretty normal stuff.
Okay.
In the 80s, which is great weather.
Okay, we'll get out of the way.
Overall, we have great weather here in Lubbock, Texas. And if you don't believe me, look at the other 80% of the country, and you'll know what I'm talking about. This weather report here, what do I know? I'm a football coach. I suggest you go out and do what I do. Get out of bed, go outside. Then you know.
Get out of bed, go outside, and then you know.
He's going to be greatly missed.
I know.
He was quite a character.
Yes.
Man, that's actually that's a great idea to have a celebrity come in and do your local weather report.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's because you saw they had a sponsor on the screen and stuff. That's
I'll bet that was a hugely popular segment.
Absolutely.
Hugely popular. Yeah. Also, is the raining mud thing particular to Lubbock? Because I don't think I've ever seen it.
It only happens in Lubbock,
only
Texas.
happens in Lubbock,
Texas. Yes.
Okay. Because where you have the dust, and then it rains on the dust, and mud comes down.
Right.
Have you guys driven out in the Panhandle and out in West Texas and like just
out there, Big Springs.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
I
Big
mean,
Spring, Texas, baby.
It's flat and it's brown, and I could totally see that happening. Where
And it rains mud.
It's got to, because it blows the dust, and that makes sense. I've not experienced it, but it makes sense.
I have not either. I've never heard of raining mud. But obviously Mike loved it.
I mean, all the times I've spent in Lubbock, it has not rained mud.
Have you been to Lubbock a lot?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
What's your
All right.
biggest memory you've had of Lubbock?
I had lunch in a downtown restaurant in downtown Lubbock.
Okay.
And it was good.
I'll
I don't
bet.
remember the name
But
of
not
the
a rainy
restaurant.
day.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't
Shoot.
a rainy day. I know.
You could have experienced that.
I know.
Did you guys see this weird story of the California interior designer and butterfly activist?
What?
She's on trial for murder now.
Oh, no.
Of her stepdad. There's several really strange aspects to this. One is that she's an interior designer and butterfly activist. How many butterfly activists have you ever met?
A lot.
Have you? Have you met a lot of them? Mostly in Lubbock?
Especially in the Northeast.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so not necessarily
No,
in
not
Lubbock.
in Lubbock, no.
Okay. Jade Jenks.
And just to be on record just a second, excuse me, but butterflies don't do well in mud rain.
Okay.
So that's why they don't
waste
live
on
in
the little
Lubbock.
butterfly
All right.
wings.
I'll bet you're right. So she and her former stepfather, Thomas Merriman, this is really weird, shared a home together in Solana Beach, California, about an hour and a half south. Okay, so the woman who murdered him is 39 years old.
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a stepdaughter and stepdad living together after the divorce of her mom and the stepdad? That's weird. Is that not weird?
Jeffy's got a take.
Nah.
I'm feeling a take coming on. Here we go.
All right, enlighten me. How is that natural
Actually,
and
don't.
normal?
Well, why isn't it? What does it matter? If you needed a place to live? I mean, are you insinuating that they were a couple?
Yeah, kind of.
And even if they were, so?
I mean, that's up to them.
Okay.
But it's just strange then that she would murder him for having nude photos of her on his computer.
Oh,
Yeah.
No.
Don't be doing that.
Then it
Yeah, don't
doesn't-
be doing that.
Then it doesn't sound like a relationship. It
No,
sounds like he was
right,
just
right. It
a
just
freak.
sounds like they just lived together,
And he was a freak.
And he was a freak. But should he have died because he's a freak? No, she should have, broken his computer and then moved out.
Yeah, I would like to
How
go on
about that?
record as saying that no one should die for having nude pictures of females on their computers.
What a stunning
Okay,
surprise.
I just want to be clear.
Okay. Thank you for that.
That's all I'm saying.
Apparently, Jenks had taken those pictures consensually with a boyfriend more than a decade ago.
All right, what is going on in this house?
I don't know.
No doubt.
That's what I'm saying. It's very strange. How Merriman, the stepdad, came into possession of them is unknown. But prosecutors believe that Jenks became so enraged that he had the photos that she plotted to kill him and make his death look like an accidental overdose. Wow.
Interesting.
Yeah, isn't it? During the murder trial, which started last Wednesday, prosecutors alleged that Jenks forced or coaxed Merriman into consuming an excessive amount of sleeping pills after she picked him up at the hospital on New Year's Eve 2020. On that day, Jenks repeatedly texted a man whom prosecutors described only as a fixer. How many fixers do you know, Jeffy? I'm guessing quite a few. Right?
Okay, hold on.
Depending on the situation.
As
you
your
got-
acting
you got a
attorney,
fixer for
you
him.
don't have to answer
Okay, thank
this.
you.
Okay.
Thank you.
At 11:30 that morning, Jenks supposedly texted him, "I just dosed the hell out of him," stopping for whiskey, then at Dixieland to stall. LMK. What does LMK stand for?
Let me know.
Oh, okay, you're right. Other text messages supposedly sent to the fixer that day. He's waking up. I really don't want to be the one to do this. It does sound bad, doesn't it?
Wow.
Sounds bad for her.
Wait, this is on a text. This isn't on like an app that.
No, it's a text.
Like a secure. Okay.
No
I
WhatsApp
can't carry
messages?
him.
Yeah.
I can't carry him alone, and I keep a kicking. I can't carry him alone, and I can't keep a kicking body in my trunk.
LMK.
I will say it's a difficult thing.
I am about to club him on the head as he's waking up.
Oh no.
I'm not strong enough. He's very aware now, and I'm on my own.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, those seem to be a little bit.
I feel like the fixer isn't the fixer.
No, I feel
Right,
like maybe he wasn't fixing things fast enough. That's for sure.
Keep a close eye on your butterfly activist.
Yeah,
No doubt.
and they were both. This is interesting too because he was also a butterfly activist.
Well,
so they had
that's
that
how
in
they got
common.
together.
And
There you
maybe that's
go.
why they lived together.
Maybe that's why he got rid of Mom. I mean, they're a little crazy.
Maybe she wasn't a butterfly activist. And so he paired up with the daughter.
out.
Yeah. Weird. What a world, man.
Oh, this California?
What a world. Yeah.
Not that shocking when you say it like that.
More Pat Gray Unleashed tomorrow. We'll see you then. Oh, also, overtime coming up shortly.
This is Pat Gray.